Hi guys, welcome. It's your favorite sports TV channel, Sports Maestros TV. And today I'll be going all it alone. Now, let me push 3 names across to you. Okay, set? Fantastic. Lionel Messi. Alright. Gundogan. Karim Benzema. Tell me, what do they have in common? Let me save you. Stop racking your heads. All of them are free agents this summer. And so today, we are looking at free agents. How is it that this summer we've got some of our best players available for free? Alright, so let's go. What's been happening in the summer, especially concerning these football players who actually can change clubs for free? 1 minute. Okay, before I get ahead of myself, let's explain a little how the football business works. How do we come about this idea of free agents? Okay, now a player comes into a club by signing a contract. Each contract specifies the number of years the player will be on the employment of that particular club. Usually, before that contract winds down, it is either a new contract is signed or the player is moved on by the club to another one for some money, usually for more money. In the case of free agents, their contracts run down without a renewal or transfer to another club. And so, this season, unusually so, some of the best players we have seen play football in recent history are free agents. Of course, you know Lionel Messi, you know? Everybody's goat, except Radic. Lionel Messi is a free agent, and next year you will not be seeing him in Europe, but he didn't go to Saudi Arabia. He will be in the MLS. There are several of them that have concluded deals after their contracts ran out with their current clubs. Now, for a free agent, once your contract runs out with your current club, you can go into contract with another club, and then you get to keep whatever is the proceed of the contract. Unlike when your club sells you on and the club is entitled to a transfer fee. So in the case of Lionel Messi, Inter Miami actually got the greatest of all time for free. Alright, several other players have shifted base. Perhaps you have heard too that Karim Benzema also changed address. Next time, don't look for him in Spain. You need to route your letter to Saudi Arabia, because that is where Karim Benzema has gone to join up with his friend and old teammate. Talking about another GOAT in the person of Cristiano Ronaldo. Alright, now another player did not even sign for a club. He retired, started from Sweden, went to the Eredivisie, he played everywhere, played in Spain, played for 3 different clubs in Italy, took out time to play in France, in England, even in the United States. This year, Zlatan Ibrahimovic will not be playing football. After this season, you won't see Zlatan Ibrahimovic play football. But for someone like Zlatan, who loves the limelight, don't be surprised he also joins Karim and Cristiano in Saudi Arabia. He said he retired, but until next season starts and the season after, I am of the opinion that we should wait and see what becomes of Zlatan's decision. And by the way, which player do you think has traveled more than Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Leave your comments. Let's see. Perhaps you can win something if you come up with many players who have seen the world in their footballing career more than Zlatan has done. Alright, so I can run through a whole list of players who have changed addresses, across different leagues. Some of the best players, like I said before, Gundogan, Champions League winner. A lot of people say, well, while he may be surplus to requirements at Man City, he may be finding opportunities at Barcelona. In fact, the way Barcelona is going this way, you will think that financial fair play was written because of them. The only reason the only reason they get to sign any world-class player now is when the player comes for free. I am not mentioning Roberto Lewandowski. In case it came to your mind, that wasn't the player I was talking about. So people are saying Ike Gundogan too is going to Barcelona. You know, another surprising thing I saw: 2 players are leaving Leipzig and they are moving to Borussia Dortmund. Sorry, I beg your pardon. They are moving to Bayern Munich. Before now, it used to be that players who are not making the cuts leave Bayern Munich to Leipzig. But now 2 players are leaving and they are leaving on a free. I'm talking about Coralema and Rafael Guerreiro. You know, Edin Dzeko too, another Anjala traveler, is leaving Inter Milan and is moving to Fenerbahce. All right, you retailer mess, you have already heard about that. Roma thought they could have him, but eventually I think he has decided that he was only going to trade Leicester for Aston Villa. Of course, you must have heard too that Mr. James Milner, you know, James Milner is old enough for us to refer to him with a title. Mr. James Milner has also left Liverpool as a free agent. You would think it was time for that man to retire. It must be after something, you know. There's a popular Nigerian adage that says, when you see a man running in the heat of the day, if he's not pursuing something, something must be pursuing him. Because for the life of me, why is Mr. Milner still playing football? He left Liverpool. Next season, be expecting him to be wearing the colours of Brighton. By the way, who is the highest appearance maker in the EPL? I know it's a certain Gareth Barry, but James Milner is not far from it. Perhaps that's the record he's chasing. All right, Roma got 2 players on a free. Expectedly, you would think that Roma, you know, they've always followed that trajectory. And so a guy is coming from Lyon, Osem Awa and Evan Indika will join from Frankfurt. All right, several Premiership teams have left out a lot of players go this season. So don't be surprised that at Nottingham Forest, after signing 22 players last season, several of them are going as free agents. Perhaps the most notable being Man U's one-time golden boy. You know who I'm talking about? Jesse Lingard. All right, like I said, several names. I've mentioned Zlatan, N'Golo Kante, another of Chelsea's favorites, one player who is dear to every Chelsea fan. N'Golo Kante will be playing in Saudi Arabia next season. Kagla Soyuncu. Well, Leicester are in the Championship, so it is not a surprise that Kagla is changing clubs and is moving to France to be on the bench at PSG. Naby Keita is leaving Liverpool, going back to Germany, playing for Werder Bremen. Several names, like I mentioned: Roberto Firmino is out of Liverpool. Lucas Moura is out of Spurs. Yerry Mina, the guy that everybody said was coming to become the next Rio Ferdinand, well, did fulfill that promise. Sadly, Everton did not offer him a new contract. David De Gea, what is wrong at Man United? How would you not give David De Gea a new contract? But when you ship in goals like he did in the Europa last season, you will know something has got to give. All right, if you need a world-class keeper who maybe after periods of brilliance will give you 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 own goals, David De Gea will be your best bet. All right, guys, Adama Traore has been let off by Wolves, but you look at the way that guy is built, you will think that MMA may be the next port of call, or perhaps he will not be out of place if he decided to do rugby. Several other players, you know, Manuel Lazili is out of West Ham. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could have played for Nigeria. Thank God he never did. He's not playing for England, and he will not be playing for Liverpool. About Diego Costa too is leaving Wolves, and then his Brazilian teammate will be on the same flight out of England with him. I'm talking about Willian that has been let go at Fulham. In Spain, several other players too. Matt Doherty is out. Luka Modric is on a free. Sergio Busquets, you've heard about that. And another of Chelsea's greats in Eden Hazard has been asked to leave at Real Madrid. In Italy, a number of Juventus boys are seeking greener pastures. But looking at their ages and how much they have played, perhaps if the pastures are not that green, they wouldn't mind. If you have any agents, any scout, Adrian Rabiot is looking for a club. Not just him, Juan Cuadrado is also looking for a club. Angel Di Maria, perhaps Saudi Arabia may be calling. There you have it, guys. Across the major leagues, even in Germany, in France. Perhaps I should talk a little about France. The caliber of players that are leaving. I've mentioned Lionel Messi. How about Ross Barkley? Nice said, enough is enough. Carry your kaya back to where you came from. Sergio Ramos left Real Madrid not too long ago. Well, PSG said, we have seen enough of you. All's well that ends well. Alexis Sanchez, your time at Marseille is over. Which other club will fall maga to Alexis? We'll be waiting to see. Aaron Ramsey is also coming back. Perhaps there could be a Welsh club that may want to give him a season or two before he hangs up his boots. You look at the players I've mentioned, how they decorated our TV screens, how they made our hearts pump, and now sadly they are not even wanted at their clubs, and they are now surplus to requirements. I am thinking a lot of other clubs can get good deals done just signing 1 or 2 or 3 of these players if the monthly wages will not be a barrier. And would it be a bad idea for us to even have a Sports Maestros FC? Radic! It's time for us to establish a club in Europe. Get 11 or 12 of these players together and we can be in the Champions League spots in the top 5 leagues. Or what do you think? Now let me ask you to do something for us. If you would like to be our manager, can you put together your best free agent 11? Leave your comments in our comment section and let's see what names you will come up with. Perhaps you can be winning a Manchester City jersey for your troubles. And there you have it. Stay tuned to this channel. You'll be getting more updates, not only about free agents, but how this summer's transfer business unfolds. It's Wale, and next time I'll be back with the crew. Bye.